29. One away from 30, it's true. Hey! Get back here.
I need to find Josh.
Yeah, you're not gonna find him over here.
Well, I definitely need him.
We're just over here unboxing.
Oh,
He's got a, what are these things called?
Pops?
Pops?
Funko Pops.
He's got
Something
a pop
like that.
of himself. I bet you touch one of those, he comes out of the rafter.
That's what I would guess.
Yeah.
I
High likelihood of that. How's
listen,
everything going? Last time I saw you, you were in a tree.
I was. That is correct. That is correct. Well, it seems like you guys got some good stuff here today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty
That'll
good
work.
stuff.
That'll be fun. Oh, nice Browning rifle.
We'll find out once we unbox it. We like to keep a pretty non-judgmental stance until we see if it's garbage or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good stance to have. I
Yeah,
would
pretty
say.
good track record though.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta go see if I can find Josh.
All right, tell him we said what's up.
See ya, Bob.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Episode 29. Zach is back on the show, and that's Bob. Last time you saw Bob, he was up in a tree. We were reviewing the Elevation Mobile Hunt Pack, a saddle platform, an XOP stand, a lot of different things in that episode. So he's still alive. He didn't fall out of the tree. It's good stuff. Zach, how are you?
I'm good. Life is good.
Awesome. Well, we're going to lean onto you heavily in this episode because you picked these items.
I did, yep.
All right. Well, take it away. What do we got?
First, we got an X-Bolt from Browning. This is the newer one. This is more of their price point option, which is something you don't typically hear when referencing a Browning. But this is a newer one that they debuted this past year. I believe it's shot. This is the OD Green, and this one is in a 270. A great caliber for Pennsylvania deer.
I like it. So this is the X-Bolt bolt action OD Green Hunter composite, chambered in 270, and it is a 22-inch barrel. So it's a good, solid all-around platform. It's a proven platform.
Especially in a 270, you're not going to have too much recoil with the shorter barrel.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Browning, very efficient at taping their boxes.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. All right, so we get into it. We got the styrofoam. You know, I'm not gonna lie. This, the way this stuff sounds and feels, gives me the heebie-jeebies. That's a sweet-looking gun. What do we got? Here is your bolt for your X-Bolt. Once you get into the box here, it's gonna have your typical lock. It's gonna have a little owner's manual. It looks like we've got a, you can take off the actual muzzle device there, and you can just throw a thread protector on top of it if you would like. Very sharp looking firearm.
Very nice gun. I love the finish on this. The OD Green looks great. It is lightweight. It's got a flip plate as well. Oh, it's got a detachable mag, which is great.
Very cool.
Smooth, which is what you expect from a Browning.
Yeah.
The gold trigger. Staple of theirs. A clean looking gun, a very nice gun, a gun that I would take into the deer woods without a doubt. These are, the biggest selling point on these is the price point. From Browning, you're not used to seeing a sub 1,000 gun too often, whether it be dealer or MSRP, and these are considerably under. These things range anywhere from the high 5s to low 7s dealer cost, depending on models it makes. But these are really price point guns, which you don't often see from Browning, and they are shooters, as pretty much any gun is from Browning.
The question is always, all right, you get a high-end brand, you go ahead, you make a price point option, what did they skimp on, right? And I mean, when you put this thing in your hand, it's a very slick bolt.
Very smooth.
Very, very smooth bolt. The stock itself, you know, a lot of times in these firearms, specifically bolt action rifles, where they have a composite stock, sometimes you get some creep and movement within the stock where it meets the barrel, or it meets the actual trigger assembly. This does not have that. I am a lefty, don't make fun of me. It's a crisp trigger.
That's right.
It's a very crisp trigger. In addition to that, it's got a very, very nice feeling, oversized safety.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
not
impressive.
too shabby.
You know,
Not
it is
too
impressive
shabby.
for sure.
This is a gun that I would say that it kind of shoots above its weight class, right? If somebody sees this gun, a lot of times I think they would assume that it is a much more expensive gun just because it does have all the features, which for you as a dealer is going to be a really awesome shock factor. This is sitting up on your shelf and somebody thinks it's out of their price range because of the way it looks, and then you can kind of explain to them, no, it's a lot of bang for the buck.
The quality that you feel handling this, knowing the price versus another gun in that category at that price,
100%.
This is definitely superior.
Great job, Browning. I also really love the fact that it's got this muzzle device on here. At a minimum, obviously, it's gonna have a functional element to it, but it just kind of looks cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of into that.
Yep.
All right, so the perfect thing to pair this with, a Bog Deathgrip. I'm actually not super familiar with these. Let me go ahead and let me see that knife there, Zach. All right, so this one is a camouflage pattern. They make a carbon one, they make a black one, they make a couple different versions, but there it is, the Bog Deathgrip. This is an incredible solution for you to be able to get out there, set yourself up, going out there shooting where you're going to be, maybe glassing for a bit. It's a great use to be able to get that gun set up and ready to rock and roll for you. If you're out there hunting inside of a blind, whether it's a ground blind or an elevated blind, get that gun set up so that you don't have to worry about it. And then in addition to that, I can't close that knife, Zach. So here's how this bad boy works. As you can see, we have these nice, very functional, oversized controls here that you can open and close this. You're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try not to muzzle you there, Dylan. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna place your firearm inside and close this bad boy up to your liking. And it's incredible because you also have this adjustment point here too, so you can adjust that gun up and down in any direction and lock it in place and essentially be ready to rock and roll. So if you believe that you're expecting an animal to roll into a certain point and you have a shooting lane set up, it's got everything you need to be able to post this up so that you can kind of kick back, relax, enjoy your hunt, and when you need to, get up and execute. You don't have to worry about fumbling a gun around or getting it up inside of that shooting window. The Bog, I don't know if you can kind of get an angle down here on top of this. There is a leveling bubble here as well to make sure that you're squared away and that you are on level ground. Very, very simple to raise and lower this. It has these levers here on the bottom. There's two different tiers that you can raise and lower. Raise it up, close it down, and you are ready to rock and roll. So to get that here on ground level, very, very simple. Get those where you would like them. And you can do the same exact thing again at a lower level here. Zach's gonna help me out because I probably did this the hard way. Thanks, Zach. Best operations manager in the game. Alright, so here you are. You're ready to rock and roll. You can get down on this gun and do what you need to do to make sure that you have the best possible odds. All very packable as well.
Yeah, there's a couple features on this too. You alluded to it, the oversized knobs on the side. If there's one thing I hate, when it's cold and you have gloves on and you can't access what you need to access, it's a nightmare. And taking that glove off, it only takes a couple seconds for you to ruin your night. So having these oversized knobs on the side is awesome for cold weather. Another feature on this, the anti-slip on the bottom. So each peg individually is gripped super aggressively. So if you're in a slick situation or if you're on top of some type of rock or shale or anything, you don't have to worry about it moving. This is a great tool also for young hunters.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing people out who have not spent a ton of time in the woods before, if you have a rifle that's zeroed, you're good to go. I mean, seriously, you can have them come up, shoulder this thing, put the crosshairs where it needs to go, and there's no question mark. We're not having any fade, we're not having any creep, nothing. It's dead nuts, which is awesome. there are some people that will sight their rifles in off of one of these just because of how steady it is, which is awesome and really a testament to the product. These are great. These are really, really great. And they pair great together, obviously. I mean, this is your blind setup right here. Two great options, both at pretty affordable prices too.
Good looking package. You throw a Leopold on top of that, you're ready to rock and roll. The other thing I would say about this, relatively quiet. You know, I mean, we just sat here and tinkered around with it. This was our first time really opening this thing up, and I mean, super quiet. And you know, look, the other thing that I would say, from a safety perspective, you know, if I'm out there with a new hunter and a blind, I like the fact that this is going to ensure that we've got some legitimate muzzle awareness, right?
Absolutely.
You're locking that gun in place, and you shouldn't have to worry about that thing ended up being pointed at you, even during those moments of excitement where things get crazy. So, how much is that thing running?
The tripod itself, it's in the low hundreds dealer cost. You can go up and down on it though. Like you said, there's the carbon version, there's different colors, so the prices really vary. I know earlier in the year we had a sale on these where they were right at the $100 mark.
Nice.
Dealer cost, which is pretty affordable for something of this quality.
Love it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, we have both of these available now. The Browning is coming in multiple different calibers, and then like you said, the Bog comes in a lot of different versions.
A couple different colors on this too.
Yeah, there's also, I believe there's a walnut option out there floating around.
Yep.
There's some different hardwood options as well. So really, really good offering from Browning and from Bog. Both of these becoming legacy items. So at the end of the day, we're impressed with it. We think you should be too. So if you do not have a gun of this bang for the buck magnitude in your shop, hit us up, we'll take care of you. And if you don't have any type of tripod solution, definitely something that I think that you should look into. We're seeing more and more of them move in the market today. So again, if this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming. And if you like what you see here, leave a comment below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. And if not, if you are a return viewer, we love you. Thank you so much. Thanks for all that you do, and thanks for being the best part of Kinseys. Good job. See you later.